There's a specific 10-minute ritual that your owner's manual completely ignores, your dealership will never mention, and most Ram owners dismiss as a total waste of time. But here's the reality. Doing this once a month is the only thing standing between you and a $7,000 Hemi lifter failure, the literal engine killer that has sent more Rams to the scrap heap than any other defect. I'm going to reveal exactly how to do that in just a moment. But first, if you want your truck to actually see 200,000 miles, there are 7 other critical habits you need to start today. Number 1, ignore your oil change reminder and change it sooner. I know you've heard the change your oil lecture 1,000 times, but this isn't about the type of oil. It's about a dangerous marketing game being played with your engine's life. The 5.7-liter Hemi currently lists a 10,000-mile factory interval. Meanwhile, the 6.7-liter Cummins saw its interval jump from 7,500 to 15,000 miles back in 2013. Did the engine change? No. Same block, same bearings, same capacity. The only thing that changed was the marketing department wanting to brag about lower cost of ownership on the window sticker. Here's what they aren't telling you. The Hemi's hydraulic roller lifters are the Achilles heel of this engine. They require pristine oil to keep those tiny rollers spinning at thousands of RPMs. When oil gets saturated with carbon, which happens long before 10,000 miles, those rollers seize. Once they stop spinning, they turn into a metal lathe, grinding your camshaft lobe flat. Number 2, check your coolant level every single time you fill up with gas. This 10-second habit saved one of my customers $5,000 last year. He noticed his reservoir was just a quarter-inch low. Most guys would just top it off, but on a 2016 Eco Diesel, that's a massive red flag. We found a cracked EGR cooler. These coolers leak vaporized coolant into the intake, and because that vapor is flammable under pressure, it can actually melt or ignite the plastic intake manifold. The NHTSA recalled over 100,000 Rams for this fire risk, but many trucks aren't covered. Catching it early cost him $2,000. Letting it melt the intake would have pushed it past $6,000. Number 3, listen for the Hemi exhaust manifold tick every cold morning. This is the repair I hate quoting the most. The customer always says, "It's just a little noise, it goes away when it's warm." The problem is the mixed metal nightmare. You have a cast iron exhaust manifold bolted to an aluminum cylinder head. They expand and contract at different rates. Over time, the heat snaps the rear bolts, usually the ones closest to the firewall. If you catch it early, you can swap in upgraded stainless steel bolts and Remlex gaskets for about $100 and a Saturday in the garage. But if you ignore it, those snapped bolts work their way deep into the head. Now you're looking at a $3,000 bill for a professional to drill out hardened steel from soft aluminum. The test: start your truck stone cold. Walk to the front wheel wells. Do you hear a rhythmic puff, 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 or a metallic tick that vanishes after 2 minutes? That's your warning shot. Don't wait for the second bolt to snap. Number 4, take your Ram for a hard drive once a month. Seriously, this is the $0 fix I promised you. Mechanics call it the Italian tune-up, and for a Ram, it is mandatory maintenance. Once a month, you need to take your truck on the highway for 20 minutes of sustained high RPM load. No stop and go, no eco driving. Why it saves the Hemi? The MDS, or multi-displacement system, shuts down 4 cylinders to save gas. This causes those deactivated cylinders to cool down, leading to uneven carbon buildup on the valves and cylinder walls. This carbon sludge is the primary reason lifters eventually seize. A hard run burns that carbon off and exercises the variable valve timing solenoids. Number 5, replace the $25 part that saves you from a $7,000 repair. The PCV valve on the 5.7-liter Hemi is a tiny plastic component that bears a massive responsibility. It manages crankcase pressure. Because Hemis produce significant blow-by, these valves clog easily. When the pressure can't vent, it finds the weakest point, usually your rear main seal or valve cover gaskets. I've seen owners spend $1,200 to pull a transmission just to replace a rear main that only failed because a $25 PCV valve was clogged. For the Cummins guys, you have a crankcase ventilation filter.
The manual says change it at 67,500 miles. Diesel pros say 30 to 40,000 miles is the limit. When it clogs, oil mist gets sucked into the turbo, coating the VGT vanes in gunk. That leads to a seized turbo actuator, a $4,000 disaster caused by a filter you can change in 15 minutes.
Number 6, check the Pentastar oil filter housing before it dumps your oil at highway speed. If you have the 3.6L V6, listen up. Your oil filter sits in a plastic housing in the valley of the engine. Plastic and heat don't mix. These housings warp and crack without warning. Number 7, change your diesel fuel filters at half the factory interval. The Bosch high-pressure fuel pump in the EcoDiesel is a marvel of engineering, but it has zero tolerance for dirt. It uses the fuel itself to lubricate its internal components. If your filter clogs, the pump starves, shears itself apart, and sends metal shrapnel through your entire fuel system. We're talking injectors, rails, and lines. The bill? $10,000.